And you've played in the NBA for about 20 years, and then obviously, like you said, you did some assistant coaching. You've been around the game in the basketball family for many years, so you've seen a lot of eras of basketball. Are there any that are your personal favorite?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I just think that you're here.
And
I'm really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here, too.
I miss you, too, Ernie.
Thank you. Me too. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the 76ers in Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny was saying,
am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
Said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie.
Oh, thanks, Shaq. Now let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. Maybe one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses and creating. He said, you have to read the defenders, draw them, then get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to get tackled. Well, that's a foul in the NBA, but I understand his sentiment, guys.
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. Well, we got plenty of youth on both sides. Clark, what's it like to be part of an up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly, both ways. You're right.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Augustine in at the one. Tipped away. It's stolen by Sharks. Outside, Simmons. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Hey, really, you don't have many more options when Simmons is that close to the cup. I mean, this guy is just too smart.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. For three, Ross bangs home the trifecta. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form. Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
Here's Augustine after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Gordon, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And you know, Gordon is still working on his jump shot, but he's already showing nice strides and having it be a huge part of his offensive game.
Now here's Simmons over Augustine, and Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Redick. Simmons got 6.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
It's Fournier on the wing. He kicks to Bamba. Back to Fournier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
We take a look here at Evan Fournier, mostly out there for offense, guys. Has a good deep game, is he has impressive career numbers from the 3-line. For the amount he scores as a wing player, I think he's pretty efficient.
And the 76ers making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
And Fournier is highly skilled, a crafty European talent who's really fearless when it comes to shooting the basketball.
Now here's Fournier after Ben Simmons' miss. Covington with the steal. To the paint. Charge passes to Simmons.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that sound. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Fournier goes in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. He always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Now here's Simmons. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury, boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
Here's Augustine after Ben Simmons' bucket. And here's Augustine out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And checking out some numbers here for J.J. Redick, how he did last season. 6th in free throw percentage. And with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Now here's Simmons. He's got 10. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here is Ross. Gordon with a screen on Covington. Saric against Ross. And there's the pass to Bamba. Just 5 on the clock. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Gordon with a screen on Simmons. To the middle. Here's Bamba. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Bamba's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fellow there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
And that one drops for him. 14 points for Ben Simmons.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
They set the pick. Augustine from outside hits the three-point bomb. Augustine's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. 76ers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. The shot's good. Fultz has got his first bucket of the night.
And I love the energy Fultz plays with, Kevin. I mean, when he's deep in the paint, he's really comfortable going up to shoot it.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them. And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
And with Bamba, In addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright future ahead for him.
Now here's Fournier after Ben Simmons' miss. Now here's Fournier. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Augustine in the corner. Over Simmons. That one doesn't go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Saric, the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Now here is Augustine. Gordon inside, covered by Saric, and it's good. 2 points.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Simmons left side. Tipped away and stolen by Fournier. Here's Ross. The Magic with a fresh 24. Fournier dishes to Augustine. Passes it to Bamba. Outside Fournier. Augustine against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. A second chance effort. Augustine, no luck. 76ers trailing. Pass to Covington. And he dunks it down.
Just a tremendous feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Simmons against Augustine. The feed to Bamba. Augustine against Simmons. Augustine, no luck.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. And that one drops for him. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Here's Gordon. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
To the middle, a reverse, and Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got 16 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And the story with Markelle Fultz last season was one of health and getting his shot right.
Yeah, he suffered a shoulder injury, Kevin, that really impacted his ability to shoot the ball. He tried to play through it, but eventually had to be shut down. And, you know, it's hard to miss that type of time as a rookie. Not only games, but the few practices you get during the season as well. So he's going to have to restart in year 2.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell comes in for Amir Johnson. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Picked by Vucevic. And a wide open look for Simmons. Cans it from downtown. Simmons got it all tied up now for the Magic. Here's McConnell. Kicks it to Fultz. Charge a screen on Simmons. To the wing on the left. Screen by Charge. Fultz with the ball. Simmons is there. Fultz, no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And Jonathan Simmons taking on more playing time after his big contract deal, starting to adjust to what comes with that.
Yeah, all players want the money and minutes, but it's a greater responsibility. More was asked of Simmons on both ends of the floor, Kevin, and I think for the most part he came up in good stead. He did get pushed to the limit physically as he matched his previous career high in minutes about halfway through last season, but he'll be better for it going into this season.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player.
And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at point guard at that level, and I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely, though, at his best when the ball is in his hands. Not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Grant outside. Simmons with it, now guarded by Fultz. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Isaac, and there's the 3-second violation.
And here's a look at the stats for McConnell. Last season's performance for him, he put up about 6 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Chandler outside. Here's Simmons using his post moves to get the 2 points. Simmons got 20.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, there's no doubt. And it goes down 2 points.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Charge, a screen on Gordon. Here's Simmons. It's hauled in by the Magic. Grant gets a wide open look. They grab their own miss. 2 points, that one goes. 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And Simmons kicks to Saric. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter, and the shot goes in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Gordon. 8 points for him. Simmons passes to Saric. A shot by McConnell, no good. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Isaac kicks to Grant. Gordon a screen. There's the pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Count it, good. And that's 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Simmons. And stolen by Simmons. Isaac with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. Isaac passes to Grant. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail. Down low. Fultz kicks to McConnell. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Passes it to Simmons. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Simmons got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
And really, Simmons makes it look elementary, simple. I mean, the way he attacks defense.
The humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. T.J. McConnell is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Chandler in at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. Owundu's checked in. To the middle. Grant. That's good. Grant's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Orlando. With the amount of characters and personalities on this Sixers team, Clark, you can't help but notice the attitude they play with.
Yeah, they play with edge. They play with brashness. Some would say arrogance, but all of the championship teams have some element of that, and that's where they're looking to go. On occasion, if their emotions get out of whack, it could get them in trouble, but I think they'll learn as they grow to tone that down and use it in a positive way.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Embiid against Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 2.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
The shot by Redick, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Grant, that's good.
I love how Vucevic gives up his body to screen for his teammates. And that's indicative of the total team player that he is.
Now here's Chandler. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside for Redick. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Orlando, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Owundu. Simmons, a screen on Chandler. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Pass to Grant. Simmons sets a screen for Grant. Clock at 4. High, arcing shot. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Johnson comes in for Ben Simmons. And Robert Covington subbed in for Wilson Chandler. And a change for the Magic. Fournier is checked in. Well, we've been waiting for it all summer, Clark. Opening night. What's going through the players' minds right now, just before the beginning of the season?
About time. These guys have been ready for this a month ago. But they're happy that there's no more waiting around, and now the games count for real. And they're focused on trying to get off to a great start.
Here's Owundu. The pass to Grant. They set the screen. Picked by Vucevic. The shot's good from Fournier. He's got 7 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
With you, 4 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Embiid. The 17-footer goes down. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
You give Embiid these looks and he won't turn them down, and he'll make a good percentage of it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through. Now, the promise started to show last season, but feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing up and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. D.J. Augustine's checked in for Jaren Grant. Here's Owundu. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. And the Magic lead by 5. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Johnson the screen. Covington wide open. He fires. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. There's a screen. Here's a 1-2, defended by Covington, who kicks to Vucevic. Shoots it. No good on that one. So Philadelphia inside. There's the steal. 3-on-3. Augustine passes to Birch. Yep, it counts. Birch has got his first basket.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Embiid the screen. Back to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points.
Really like seeing Embiid exert his will, be assertive here. I mean, getting whatever shot he wants inside.
Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Outside Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Nice work there coming off the screen. And it's 9 points for Evan Fournier.
Yeah, that's why you've got to stay right on the hip of Fournier. I mean, if he gets any kind of room off a screen, he's rising up right away.
Now here's Johnson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Now here's Covington. T right on him. From past the arc. It doesn't go for him. Magic leading by 4. Fournier with the ball. He's got 9. He kicks it to Augustine. Now Vucevic. He dishes it to Fournier. Passes to Augustine. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
There's the screen. Picked by Vucevic. Off the pick. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Covington kicks to McConnell. To the inside. Here's Redick. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Here's McConnell following the bucket by Orlando. Embiid the screen. Now, here's McConnell, headed by Augustine. Embiid with the screen on Augustine. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Vucevic trying to get open. And Redick the bucket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
How can you not be a fan of T.J. McConnell if you like grit, tenacity, always ready to help his team? He's a fan favorite because he plays with such a competitive edge, even when most of the time he's outmatched physically. Extremely scrappy and heady. He played his college hoops at Arizona, and he's got a long future in front of him in the NBA.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Sharch checked in for Johnson. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now here's Covington. He's got 5. And Sharch kicks to Fultz. Off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Arizona guards know how to get it done, and McConnell is no different.
No, he's really been surprisingly good at this level because of his toughness, his smarts, and he's actually gotten better with his little mid-range shot. His vision is outstanding. His defensive tenacity really good. I mean, this guy has proven that he's a rotational player of value in this league.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Embiid. He has 6.
And he just takes pleasure in his man down. I love seeing Bamba work this hard on that end of the floor.
Now here's Ross, trailing by 2. That's tipped. Pushing it up. Covington passes to Embiid. Count that one. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
There's the pick. Fournier against Redick. Fournier dishes to Bamba. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ross, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Here's Saric. He can't hit that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Augustine. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Gordon a screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. 4th in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Now here's Simmons. He's got 22. Chandler outside. Just his first attempt. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I think you give Chandler any room to shoot from the mid-range, and he's going to burn you.
Augustine with it, out guarded by Simmons. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Simmons. Philadelphia has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Simmons inside. Guarded by Augustine. Gets a hand on it, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Pass to Simmons. Cross on the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Now here's Chandler. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Gordon over to help. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Orlando making a change here. The Magic trail by 4. Now here's Grant. He's got 8. Kicks it to Gordon. Over Saric. Another miss by Orlando. Start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half. Shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
So on the floor for Orlando. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine, Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. Now here is Augustine. Six to shoot. Gordon with a screen on Saric. Augustine, that's good.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin. A consistent three-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry. And, you know, Brett Brown has seen in Philly the good and bad times, was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
Here's Bamba after Ben Simmons' bucket. Now the pass to Augustine. Gordon with a screen on Simmons. Off the pick. Augustine, no luck.
You know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Ross.
Tell you what, Kevin, Ross covers ground in a hurry, a nanosecond.
Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Simmons against Augustine. He kicks to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Gordon a screen off the pick. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Fournier.
Well, you can consider it automatic when Fournier gets some space to shoot from there.
Simmons against Augustine. Screen by Sharch. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ross kicks to Augustine. Redick against Fournier. Left side, Gordon. For the tie. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Simmons passes to Redick. And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. Feeds to Ross. And he gets it to go. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Here's Simmons. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Augustine with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Down low. Gordon the pass to Fournier. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
When the defense gets a hand in the face of Fournier, he's quite adept at still getting his shot off over him.
Here's Simmons. Passes it to Embiid. Sharch with the screen for Covington. Nice job coming off that screen. Covington's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And Redick, here we go. Embiid wide open. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sundays. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Simmons inside. Headed by Augustine. No good from Simmons. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Fournier passes to Gordon. He feeds it to Bamba. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Here's Gordon. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Sharch. A fadeaway. And Bamba pulls it down. Redick against Fournier. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. the Magic with the ball. Gordon with a screen on Simmons. Gordon inside. Simmons is there. And it's Gordon missing. 76ers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
You know, last season, Aaron Gordon really flourished in a more wide-open offense, taking advantage of his uber athleticism. But he also put a lot of work into his jumper, and that showed. Helped him make the jump into a top option for an offense.
Time called here. The Magic decide to take over. And for Gordon, all the focus he gave to improving his shot gave him the confidence he needed.
Yeah, exactly. And confidence so big in this league. I mean, it's the difference between good to great or average to good. I mean, when he believes in his shot, he's lethal offensively. It just opens up the floor for him and his teammates and allows him to create mismatches the way he's shooting it now.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Chandler comes in for Saric, and they pick up 2. Simmons got 9.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside, Simmons. Dishes it to Redick. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And, you know, sometimes it appears as though Simmons is better finishing through contact. I mean, he relishes those opportunities.
Now, here's Redick. 4-point game. And Simmons slams it in.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fish straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And Vucevic is a guy who constantly keeps defenders guessing when he has the ball deep in the post. Just an excellent finisher at the rim.
Now here's Simmons. 32 points in the game. Fires from 14. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers trail by 4. It's Redick on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Back to Redick. It's tipped. It's stolen by Vucevic. Grant against Simmons. Grant with the ball. He's got 8. Simmons passes to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. He shoots again, and he lays it up and in. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Redick against Simmons. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Catching up on the changes for Markelle Fultz, A.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Amir Johnson. And he got the whistle. He'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts. You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
Here's a 1-2, just 5 on the clock. Picked by Vucevic. Pass to a 1-2. The second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. That's 10 points for Vucevic.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And for Simmons, missing his rookie year due to the injury, but he showed he was worth the wait.
No doubt. And you just don't see players with his skills and his body type come around that often, Kevin. I mean, he started quickly out of the gates and took over the Rookie of the Year award race almost immediately.
Now Isaac, after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. Isaac can do. Picked by Vucevic. Here's a 1-2, defended by Covington. Offensive rebound, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
It's Chandler high post to the paint from 8. Covington's shot is off.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's a 1-2. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Back to Simmons, and it's Grant in the corner, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Birch is checked. The 76ers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Now here's Vucevic. He's got 12. Over McConnell. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Taken away. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Here's Birch. Goes back up and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Sinks the triple. Fultz has got 9.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz, a confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
Grant outside. Pass to Isaac. The dish now to Simmons. Magic moving the ball around. Screen by Simmons. Clock at 6. And it's Grant in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now Simmons, he has 35. Kicks it to Embiid. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And we're rolling here. It might not come down to the wire, but you never know. McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Ross. There's the pick. Float. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Birch has got the lead up to 13 now.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Embiid. Here's Fultz. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist from Fultz. 37 points for Ben Simmons.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Screen by Isaac with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. And he makes that one.
And for a near 7-footer, Isaac is remarkably agile. I mean, he's gazelle-like with his agility. Solid at knifing inside and does a good job driving to the goal.
Now here's Chandler. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Here. Over Simmons. Isaac misses.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Charge checked in for T.J. McConnell. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Kem Birch. Gordon comes in for Isaac. Simmons and DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaron Grant. And that one's good. Simmons.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Now here is Augustine. Gordon for three, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got his 5th assist in this one. Clark, give us a little insider's look. What do you look at as gamers? You know, guys who are always ready to put out extra effort and go the extra mile.
Man, there's so many guys that fall into that category, Kevin. It's almost unfair to try to pull some names out. But look at the way they play. Guys like Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant is much that way. He gives effort and energy to his craft. Steph Curry is a little different, but still provides that and plays with such an exuberance and joy. You know, Marcus Smart is a guy who I think does all the little intangible things that just have a way of making a positive impact on his team. So I don't have enough time to give you the full list, but those are a few of the guys that come to mind.
Yeah, great examples. J.J. Redick's checked in for Simmons. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Bamba setting the pick for Fournier. Tries again. Bamba controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 11.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Hey, their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The shot by Sharch, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Chandler. Embiid the screen. Chandler kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Bamba. Embiid, no good.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Wasted no time on that one. 11 points for Terrence Ross. The 76ers trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Will it go? The shot's good. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Fournier passes to Augustine. Ross on the wing. Fournier against Redick. 5 to shoot. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Stolen by Bamba. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Back to Augustine. Gordon inside. Covered by Sharch. Good. Gordon's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
Here's Fultz. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Magic leading by 14. Gordon a screen. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Here's Gordon. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Charge a screen on Fournier. He used that pick just right.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Reddick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
And the pass to Bamba. With some arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sharch dishes to Embiid. And it falls over the rim and in. Embiid's got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. Now here is Augustine, guarded by Fultz. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. They set the pick. Shoots over Reddick. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 20 points.
And when Fournier gets rolling, watch out now. A high percentage shooter. He's very gifted at getting the looks he wants out there.
Now here's Fultz. Here's the floater. Ross grabs the board. He kicks it to Fournier. Gordon a screen. Bamba passes to Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. Ross for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Charge a screen on Fournier. And Gordon over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Orlando now. Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. Outside Fournier. Chandler comes with the double team. Clock at 6. And Fournier kicks to Bamba. Ross, that's good.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The 76ers trail by 14. And here's Fultz. The feed now to Sharch. The jump hook, and the shot goes in.
Sharch knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Magic leading by 12. Now here's Fournier. Pass to Augustine. There's the screen. Kicks to Ross. And they double up Gordon. Ball's knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Robert Covington comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Ben Simmons in for Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. He took good advantage of that screen.
Timeout.
22 points for Evan Fournier.
That's really a rock-solid screen from Gordon. I mean, he has no problem setting the hard pick.
Timeout called the 76ers. And for the Orlando Magic, the 2017-18 season, Clark, not a great one, but they did have some bright spots.
Well, they saw what Aaron Gordon can do. That's a positive. Had a chance to grow some young players like Jonathan Isaac. A tough season for sure, but this is all part of evaluating what you have and where you stand.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
So it's Orlando now. 76ers getting the bucket. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Tries from 10. Count it. Fournier's got 27 points.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Orlando.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Evan Fournier.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And here is Simmons after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Orlando now. Here's Augustine. Gordon a screen. There's a good screen. And that's going to be a travel.
Violation. 76ers ball.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Simmons inside, working on Grant, and they pick up 2.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
And so it's Orlando taking this one.